All right, hey y'all, it's Pizza Hulk. We're here in the long dark, and we're going to talk about the Dev Diary here in just a minute. I had hoped that I could actually show it on my screen, but apparently that's not going to work. But I could talk about it while I run around here in my Voyager playthrough. That's right, Pizza Hulk's doing an actual Voyager playthrough. It's been a little time. Basically playing the game, I guess, as it was intended. Just adding some new levels of difficulty, and yeah, just having fun too. So, like I said, getting used to it. I mean, it's not that I haven't done before, but this one I'm really trying to focus on. Learning, I guess. I'm here in Timberwolf with an Ash start. I already hit the gold mine. I already got the backpack and crampons. Wait, did I make them? Oh, I already made them. Nice. Yeah, I don't remember making those. Right, well here's the setup. It's been a pretty lucky run. I mean, the lead settings are only a little bit harder than Pilgrim mode. And, you have to play with wolves. But really, for the most part, yeah, big score no matter what. Even if this was Pilgrim mode. Got the Aviator's cap, best cap in the game. Expedition coat, plenty of warmth. A fisherman's sweater, which is like this early in the game, for me is insane. Along with these guys right here, the snow pants and the combat pants, but it just shows it goes to show that, particularly in the lower levels, I suppose, there's a lot of loot to be found just in this region, these two regions. So, all right, so what's up next should be deer skins. So yeah, I think I'm just waiting on the one. Let's see here. Oh no, I'm good. Nice. So I guess I'm making pants today instead. Oh, I don't even need to make pants. I don't need to make boots. I mean, I could. It would help with my protection. So yeah, that's a 5% on the guard, but the deerskin gives you 10. Hmm. And I got these guys going, but one just got put down. You know, I can't really make up my mind. I don't know if it would be better to have the extra guard. I'm gonna think on it. Anyway, what's going on with the dev diary? Let's see. Stuff that I found interesting. Uh, the thing I found actually the most interesting to me, honestly, Frontier Cooking. One of the big additions in Part 3 is a new feature called Frontier Cooking. We've added 7 new ingredients to the game. And now with recipes, you can cook more complicated foods that involve multiple ingredients. Things like rabbit stew, fish pies, and so on. The Frontier Cooking system is launching with 15 recipes, as well as 9 unique recipes that can be found in the world. So, 24 recipes. We're also adding a skillet to enable new cooking options and completely overhauled the cooking user interface. So, not only are we getting a... Now, this is, I believe, most of what I'm talking about right now, not all, but a lot of this might just be for DLC. I'm not sure. But the burdock is coming on the free part of the update. So I would imagine that there are some recipes in the base game. Well, it says there's 9 unique recipes, so maybe that's what they're talking about. It's a mess. But I did get a bear. Another bear, anyway. So one of the things I've been looking for and hoping for a long time in this game is being able to craft some different recipes. I've already said, you know, there's no reason I can't throw some mushrooms in with my rabbit, you know, and make a rabbit stew. I got a cooking pot. I've got water. Now, I got to see some of the recipes and the kind of things you can make, and also some of the different... So we're going to be able to get a skillet, and that skillet's going to be able to allow us to cook some different things like pancakes. Let's see. And then, does it talk about it? I don't think I got that. Well, anyway, they had pancakes, and then they had Lily's pancakes. And so pancakes must be a basic recipe. I mean, and then they also showed some other new items like flour. So I'm guessing we're going to be able to make acorn flour. We've got the burdock. Kind of looks like, you know, potato slices. There's another kind of root in here. Just some different, you know, ingredients. But like I said, the one kind of pancakes just say pancakes. And then another set says Lily's pancakes. Lily's pancakes are the same ingredients used to make pancakes, and you add a can of peaches. There was a little blurb on the side, and I don't know if it means anything, but it says a great meal to eat before you go climbing. So I'm not sure why that would help you climb, but I'm wondering if any of the ingredients are boosts as well, buffs. The ptarmigan are coming. The little ptarmigan is new wildlife we've added in part 3. They can be found in most regions, but prefer more remote, higher ground. You can, of course, hunt them for meat. Here's the caveat here. But you'll also be able to collect their down, which you can utilize in a couple of new crafting recipes. So, interestingly enough, I figured the ptarmigan were just going to be another source of feathers. You know, something you can actually actively hunt and go after, instead of something that, you know, you just have to wait to either plop around a deer carcass you're never going to harvest, or dead bodies. And so I thought that would just give you another source of feathers, basically. But if it's going to give you down, I'm thinking clothing. And I mean, maybe both, I don't know, but like, I figured the fire hardened arrows take 5 feathers, right? So you're supposed to use them to hunt the ptarmigan. I could be reading. Okay, I was trying to think of something I needed to do. I don't think I'm going to make the pants right now. Let's see, do I have a book on me? Perfect. But anyway, so I'm thinking some kind of like maybe down gloves or down hat. Ptarmigan, I would believe, to make a down jacket. But what makes me curious about it is that basically, you would expect the expedition parka to be maybe possibly a down jacket. And so I'm wondering if like it will give interloper players the ability to have gear that's warm and possibly wind rated as high as like the synthetic stuff that you can find in the lower levels. Oh. I guess we're making water too. What's this? Yeah, why not? So I find that very exciting. Any kind of extra, this game, the only thing I feel like, and I love this game as is, believe me, they could have never added another thing, I'd still be playing it right now. But I've always said that I would like some more crafting elements in this game to just give it a bit. I mean, it's a survival game, but sometimes it feels like it's missing that element, And even if you're, we don't have to build our own houses, we don't have to Minecraft this thing or anything. At all, but I would like the ability to craft some new recipes, like I said, some new food. So that alone is going, and being able to make some new clothing, new tools. What about a climbing pick? You can make your own improvised crampons. So maybe I can make my own climbing pick. That'd be great. You're going to be able to make eventually, not in this coming update, and sometime probably around, sometime late June, into June, possibly July, I suppose. But you're going to be able to make a travois at some point. So I'm all for it. I said as soon as they announced they were going to do some paid DLC, again, great game, take my money. Spend it on the game, hopefully, and let's get some improvements going and add some new stuff in. So I think they're just really kicking it in the right direction pretty much for adding in this other type of content. I think it really kind of can keep the game interesting, exciting, and get players that maybe were getting a little bored or feeling things were a little stale, a lot of new exciting things to do. So I'm a happy camper about it all. I'll tell you some more in a minute when I'm not out in it. But I've actually got quite a bit to do before I leave here. Or quite a bit I would like to do before I leave here. How about that? That's probably a better way to put it. Work on the cooking skill a little bit. Get these books read. I've got a ton already. And that's something I've noticed since the last update, and it doesn't seem to matter whether it's interloper. I mean, obviously it seems like there's more opportunities in the easier levels, but man, there are a ton of books around. I don't know if there's more out than there used to be or not, but I'd say yes. It's like I got like 7 books to read or something ridiculous. 4 or 5, I don't know. But yeah, Ptarmigan will be here in the update, and I kind of thought they weren't going to be. So that to me is really exciting. You know, I'm very happy with the does. I feel like, you know, they've integrated well. It works well. Yeah, he's right over there. So, yeah, you know, not too shabby. Might as well get a little meat going too. Alright, let's see about these books. Carcass harvesting. Yeah, and they're 10-hour books. Golly, and that's a 25-hour book. Anyway, I would like to get... Well, I would like, you know, the skill points, obviously, from... See, yeah, I got another book sitting right here that I've already read. But... Also, I don't want to carry them out of here if I don't have to. I'm literally working on trying to get you something to drink right now. Nice. Have a little dinner. Start all over again. I need some water. I need that water and some meat. Meat's not too bad, but I got a bunch of food from the Rex too, so. Alright, we'll let that cook and then I'll finish doing this dev diary here. So yeah. So again, very excited about that. And now I'm looking at a picture of some pistol variants. And again, this is just what I took on my phone. But it looks like a sort of a longer barreled with a sort of older fashioned wooden grip. And then the other pistol that's in this picture looks like a snub nose. So if you don't know what that is, it just means it has a pretty short barrel to it. But it also looks like it has a marksman grip. Like a much nicer grip than the longer barreled variant. So variants, tool variants. We've also added 3 new revolver variants, another bow variant, and an alternate flashlight. Each of these items has a unique look and some stat differences from their basic counterparts. Now, if you've used the rifle or anything, you know that it has a sort of they have different stats, weight, and you know, some improvements on them. I know Vaughn's rifle is fully loaded 3 pounds lighter about than the normal rifle. This here is the Curator's rifle. And the other thing about Vaughn's rifle is it has a better firing action. This one is actually, it's not fully loaded. Fully loaded, it weighs just a little bit more than the regular rifle, I do believe. But it says that it extracts a terrible price at distance thanks to its meticulous construction. So I'm hoping it means you get a little more bang for your buck from distance shots, or maybe you just get more distance. I don't know. I let the fire go out. Son of a gun. What? A rookie mistake. So frustrating. No, I know it'll reset, I think, the timer on the
Come on,
water.
Loudfire. Come on.
I don't know if I have to recook the steak completely. That'll be annoying.
Oh, yeah.
Sure
That's
do.
a good one.
That's dumb. Oh, wow. Alright. Let's make sure that doesn't happen again. Oh, the menus. There's another thing they could spend a little time on. Ah, this lady is so thirsty. Yeah, whatever. The food and water requirements as you go up the scale are just absolutely stupid. That's why I played custom mode quite a bit. But like I said, it's time to mix it up and do things a little different. Alright, back to it. Yes, that differences. All of these items and the ones related to cooking all will be available in new or existing save games. So the nice thing is, like, you don't have to start a new playthrough to go find this stuff. It'll just be in the world. Who knows? It may even cause you to have to look around and re-go to other places. So I think that's all DLC stuff right there. And then we get into the free update stuff. For our base game survival update, we've added and updated a few elements. We've overhauled the fishing system to provide more freedom around where you can fish, as well as adding some new species and giving you some new tools for catching and maintaining your fishing. Where's it at? Yeah. This is the first major overhaul of the fishing system since we added it years ago. And it's one of the systems the community has been asking us to revise for a while. So we're excited to see what you think of the changes that are coming. Now, one thing I know that they're definitely going to add is lure. I don't know if they're going to be any more than one, but I know they're at least adding a lure. And if you check out the Dev Diary, there's actually a picture of it. Honestly, it looks like a fly, which is strange, I think. But, I mean, or maybe a jig. Nah, it looks like a fly to me. A solid, enticing lure. Improves the odds when fishing. 0.01 kilograms. It does have a durability marker. So right now in the picture it says it's 100%. And in another picture, it looks like what I think is a homemade ice auger on a hole just in the middle of the water. However, I'm looking at the picture, and to me it looks like Mystery Lake and it looks like it might be replacing where one of the cabins used to be. So I'm wondering if we might end up losing the fishing cabins altogether. Or can we just go drill a hole in the ice somewhere? Because that would be cool too. The problem is the fishing cabin, obviously it offers wind protection, especially if it has a door and a potbelly stove. You can lay a bedroll down there, so you can actually sleep in them. And so if they're taking those away, that might be kind of a bummer. And finally, as you explore the regions, you'll come across a new type of harvestable plant, burdock. You'll need a tool to dig its root out, but the root can be eaten raw or cooked up into a recipe for calories, or made into a warming tea. So that pretty much confirms that there will be some of these recipes, and I think, I'm wondering how it's going to work. Because we've got acorns, we've got burdock. Acorns can make flour. Burdock's like potatoes, kind of. Or parsnip or something like that, is what I read. But I read it on Reddit, so you know. But a tea as well, that's cool. And a warming tea. I mean, they're all warming, right? I wonder if it has any benefits other than calories, though. That's it for now, survivors. We will share the full update list containing details on new, paid, and free content, along with any game improvements and bug fixes in the release notes when we launch Tales from the Far Territory Part 3. So there could be a few more things. I'm interested in the bug and glitch fixes, mostly just to see what they're addressing. If it's anything, this game I don't run into too many problems with. And when I do, it's honestly, I'm more usually frustrated about like something in the mechanics or something. We'll keep knocking out some bear meat to eat. Actually, I'm tired of looking at this venison. It's a little piece. How much is left on my water? Yeah, I can't remember. I want them big chunky pieces right here. There we go. Anyway, all of it sounds good to me. More to come sounds good to me. I'm all, like I said, I'm all for it. The second I could buy it, I did. I'm happy to spend some money on this game. Originally, I got it for free. Had it for free for a really long time, and then wasn't able to have that anymore, so I bought it. Was happy to pay for it. I had 100 hours plus into it probably at that point. Easy. More like hundreds of hours, Pizza. Get it right. And, yeah, you know, like I said, anything they want to add, I mean, along with any kind of quality of life improvements, bug and glitch fixes, possibly fixing your menus so there's only one way to access them ever, so I will never eat a raw piece of meat ever again by mistake, or just friggin' pull out my matches, a gun, or whatever, no reason. See, you wonder how far it can actually hit. I got a bear from pretty far away. If you'd like to check that out, that's in my last video. It's called Greetings, and basically it's greetings and an update on the channel. But I happened to smack a bear at a pretty decent range, I thought. But yeah, keep bringing on the variants, keep bringing on, you know, all that stuff. I mean, most of that stuff doesn't really matter. I really am a fan of Vaughn's rifle, but just for the lighter weight. Now, I know when you finish the Forsaken, or the Signal Tail I'm working on now, excuse me, you get holster, I think, that makes the rifle even lighter. So I fully loaded Vaughn's rifle, 7.04 pounds. Let's say he shaves off another 2. I mean, a 5-pound rifle is dope for anybody that plays with rifles. So I don't know what it is, but I'm guessing it would probably be around a couple pounds. I haven't finished that yet. How we doing? Good Lord. Standing around cooking stuff is thirsty work.
It's getting kind of heavy.
Yeah, that's good. We need it. We really need it. Water is basically the only thing I feel like I was lacking at this point. Alright, got another one on. 44 minutes, 55 minutes. Aha! Oh, I beat my firewood up. What am I doing on sticks? Yeah, it might be time to switch to the sticks. But unfortunately, I mean, it doesn't really matter whether you're standing around or moving. I mean, obviously, you lose a few more calories when you're moving around, but you lose a lot of calories in any mode beyond, you know, pilgrim mode. More than I think you need. I mean, it should... If I walk from here to Pleasant Valley, maybe I need a little more food. But, I mean, in the harder levels, like starter stuff, you're talking about, like, eating, like, 10 pounds of meat a day. You know, drinking a gallon or 2 a day. It doesn't make any sense. I woke up this morning, and what'd you do? I ate 2.2 pounds of venison. Yeah? I was still hungry.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
What? So I ate another 2.2 pounds of venison, and I was pretty much full. Were you, like, starving? Yeah. But you shouldn't eat 4.4 pounds of meat when you're starving, or any time in your life. The calories alone, I mean... Anyway. There's still a few things I think we could work on for some realism, but it's a video game, so if it never happens, I'm okay with that too. Oh yeah, I'm stacking the sticks. I'm gonna drop them all in. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep cooking and making water. I'll probably switch to teas here shortly. But anyway, that's the Dev Diary update. Pizza's here, learning how to do the game a different way. I mean, well, I'm relearning how to play the game like I originally learned to play the game. I will say this. I don't think I'm ever going to be a bigger fan of regular playthroughs than custom playthroughs, just because there's stuff that I feel immersively doesn't work. But it is more exciting. It makes for better videos. And I feel like I gotta honestly say, having the wolves and the bears and everything being able to eat me, doing the Ash Canyon start, getting to the gold mine, getting in it, getting my stuff, getting out of there, you know, fighting the weather, fighting the wolves, and then getting up to the tippity tip of the summit up there, gathering all that gear. I've hit every single container that's close by except for one, because I completely forgot about it. But it's all the way up by the deer clearing, and I'm not even sure if it's there. Yeah, I don't feel too bad about it.
Setting. It'll get a lot colder soon.
No joke, ma'am. No joke. I'm gonna keep hitting this bear because it's got the most calories. Yeah, let's drop the meat. You're in my way. Oh no, cooked meat's on the other side of the door. I did that on purpose. Yeah. I tell you what, though, it is nice to actually have a couple on the ground. Weather's nice. What I really need to do is just gather a ridiculous amount of wood. There's a pretty nice batch of fur around. And just go nuts. Alright. Anyway. So, like I said, if you've never played the game, I'm a big fan. I have tons of videos out there if you want to watch them. I've got some, some helpful videos. I feel like if you're brand new to the game, I can help you find stuff. I give you some tips and tricks. And, my map knowledge is pretty good. As far as being entertaining, yeah, I think at times I put it down, and other times, I drop it. So you got to go with that. It's a human broadcast. It's good, it's bad, it's ugly, it's stupid. Sometimes I lose my stuff. Like last video was awesome, great shot, good jump scare, everything, but I cursed. Not even like lightly. However, I'm a grown ass man, and sometimes that happens, and this is YouTube, and sometimes that happens. I don't set my content for kids only. Because that's not what I'm gonna do. I know. You're still cooking up another pot of water. Alright, gang. Well, Burdoc's coming to the base game. Some new fishing stuff. And, yeah, get ready, get excited. And then, of course, DLC, we got tons of recipes coming. Ptarmigan, variants, skillets, blah, 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 blah. Lots of fun things that are going to keep the game exciting. And what I like too, I mean, if I could look, first of all, look at this. Look at this beautiful starry night. This is the kind of night that Van Gogh, I think is actually how you're supposed to say it. Well, we say Van Gogh in the here's. This is one to paint right here. I love this game so much. It's really out there, top tier, beautiful visual games I've ever played. It's like I mean, this game really is kind of like walking into that engine that you just like you never really forget running around in. It's like No Man's Sky. It's like Skyrim. It's whatever it is for you. But man, I was playing this game called Chia, and that thing is actually stunningly beautiful. Horizon is a beautiful game. So, yeah, always got that going for it. And adding new stuff all the time. Get on it if you haven't played it. Give it a try. And fun. Like I said, they're adding new aspects and more of the survival aspect that I've wanted, some crafting and things. There's even going to be more stuff. You're going to be able to customize your bases a little bit. You can make a snow shelter, but I don't think you're ever going to be able to build like lean-tos or your own house. I kind of hope they don't, but yeah, I'm very excited. Alright, gang, if you happen to catch this, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you see this at a later date or time, thanks for watching. I'm about to go do another broadcast on South Park, The Fractured Butthole. Feel free to join me there if you want. Y'all, have a great day and be good to each other.